Cardboard boxes line the hall like soldiers in a row, waiting for the signal, waiting just to go. I left my keys upon the counter next to your cold cup of tea. It's strange how much silence fits between you and me. The echo of my footsteps is the only sound I hear, the portrait of a future that will never reappear. This isn't giving up, it's just giving in to the tides that pulled us under, past where we have been. There's no anger left to weaponize, no battles left to fight, just a heavy, quiet truth in the fading of the light. We hold the pieces in our hands and try to pretend, but baby, the hardest part is just accepting the end. We try to pass the cracks with whispers in the dark, trying to blow the ashes till we found a spark. But we were watering dead flowers, hoping they would bloom. Now there's nothing left but shadows in this empty room. We were so afraid of drowning that we never learned to swim. And now the shore is distant and the lights are getting dim. This isn't giving up, it's just giving in to the tides that pulled us under, past where we have been. There's no anger left to weaponize, no battles left to fight, just the heavy, quiet truth in the fading of the light. We hold the pieces in our hands and try to pretend, but baby, the hardest part is just accepting the end. If I turn around right now, I know I'll never leave. I'll stay inside a fantasy that I still want to believe. So I have to keep my eyes ahead towards the open door, because the love we used to have doesn't live here anymore. Yeah, this isn't giving it up, it's just giving in to the tides that pulled us under, past where we have been. There's no anger left to weaponize, no battles left to fight, just a heavy, quiet truth in the fading of the light. We hold the pieces in our hands and try to pretend, but baby, the hardest part is just accepting the end. Close the door behind me softly, don't watch me go. We both know, we both know the end. The calendar on the wall has turned a page, but I'm still stuck inside the same old cage. You walked out quietly without a sound. You put your burden down upon the ground. You cut the tether and you floated free. You washed your hands of everything with me, but I didn't know how to stop the machine. I kept on playing out the movie scene. You let go, but I I still make the coffee just the way you like. Still check my phone before I sleep at night. I'm having conversations in my head with a ghost that's sleeping in my bed. It's a solo performance on an empty stage. I'm acting out the grief and all the rage. You're probably laughing with someone new, while I'm busy breaking down over you. 'Cause you let go, but I held on tight. You fell in the morning, I stayed in the night. The contract ended, the deal was done. You were already walking in the sun, but I didn't know how to be on my own. So I kept loving you alone. Yeah, long after the birds had flown, I kept loving you alone. It takes two people to build a fire, but only one to burn in the desire. It takes two people to make it right, but only one to cry all through the night. I'm carrying the weight of us, dragging it through the settling dust. You let go, but I held on tight. You found the morning, I stayed in the night. The contract ended, the deal was done. You were already walking in the sun, but I didn't know how to be on my own. So I kept loving you alone. Yeah, long after the birds had flown, I kept loving you alone. I'm still doing it right now. I'm loving you, and you don't even know. I kept loving you alone. I caught my reflection in the hallway glass today. I stopped and stared because I didn't recognize the face. The eyes are a little duller, the smile is a little tight. It's the face of someone just trying to survive the night. I'm wearing the same old jacket that you used to like on me, but it hangs a little looser now. Anybody can see that I'm smaller than I was back then. I'm quieter these days. Ever since you went your separate ways. And yeah, I miss your hands in mine, and I miss the way we used to stop the time. But if I'm telling the honest truth tonight, it's not just you that I lost in the fight. I miss the laughter that came easily. I miss the light that you brought out of me. I miss the girl who believed in destiny. Yeah, yeah. The hardest part of being free is that I miss the version of me you love. I found that Polaroid from the summer down at the coast. You're looking at me like I'm the thing you wanted most. And I look so fearless there, I look so damn naive. I look like someone who could actually believe in happily ever after, and promises kept tight. Before I knew the darkness of this lonely kind of life, she didn't know what was coming, she didn't have a clue. God, I wish I was still her instead of me without you. 'Cause yeah, I miss your hands in mine, and I miss the way we used to stop the time. But if I'm telling the honest truth tonight, it's not just you that I lost in the fight. I miss the laughter that came easily. I miss the light that you brought out of me. I miss the girl who believed in destiny. Yeah, the hardest part of being free is that I miss the version of me you love. You packed your bags and you took your clothes, but you took something else that nobody knows. You walked away with the best parts of who I was, and left me here with the wreckage just because you couldn't stay. And she couldn't stay. Yeah, the hardest part of being free is that I miss the version of me you love. The mirror doesn't lie, that person said goodbye. When you said goodbye, I miss her, I miss the version of me you love. I can fake a smile from 9 to 5. I can walk around and act alive. I can tell my friends that I'm moving on, that the worst of the storm is finally gone. I keep my hands busy, I keep my head low. I dodge the memories like a heavy blow. But the armor cracks when the sun goes down and the shadows start to walk around this town. 'Cause I don't miss you in a wide awake. I can't handle every heart-sized day. But the moment that I close my eyes, I'm defenseless against the compromise. You're walking through the hallways of my dreams, stitching up the ripped and broken seams. It's the only place where you are mine to keep. God, I miss you in my sleep. Last night we were driving in your car. We didn't have a map, we didn't go too far. You reached across the console and touched my hand, and we were safe inside that promised land. It felt so real, the texture of your skin. I forgot the mess that we are in. Then the alarm clock screamed and tore it all apart, and broke my already broken heart. 'Cause I don't miss you when I'm wide awake. I can't handle every heart-sized ache, but the moment that I close my eyes, I'm defenseless against the compromise. You're walking through the hallways of my dreams, stitching up the ripped and broken seams. It's the only place where you are mine to keep. God, I miss you in my sleep. I'm starting to hate the morning light. I'm starting to live for the middle of the night. It's a dangerous addiction, this fantasy, where you are still in love with me. I'd rather sleep forever and live the lie than wake up to a world where we said goodbye. No, I don't miss you when I'm wide awake. I can't handle every heart-sized ache, but the moment that I close my eyes, I'm defenseless against the compromise. You're walking through the hallways of my dreams, stitching up the ripped and broken seams. It's the only place where you are mine to keep. God, I miss you in my sleep. Please don't wake me up, just let me stay here with you. I miss you in my sleep. The sun came up and the sky is blue. I haven't thought about the past or you for a solid hour, maybe two. I drank my coffee and I felt okay. I laughed at something that the neighbors say. I'm having actually a decent day. I'm walking tall, I'm breathing deep. I'm not collapsing in a heap. I finally got some decent sleep, but that's exactly when it starts to hurt, when the tears aren't staining on my shirt. 'Cause when I'm low, I expect the pain, but it's a different kind of rain. To be standing on the mountain top and wishing that the world would stop, so I could tell you that the view is divine. Yeah, the truth is, I miss you when I'm fine. It's easy to call you when the nights are cold, when I am feeling weak and old, to reach for a hand that I used to hold. But I just got some good news on the phone, and I realized that I'm all alone with a victory that I own. But a victory without you here is just a souvenir that I can't show to anyone. 'Cause when I'm low, I expect the pain, but it's a different kind of rain. To be standing on the mountain top and wishing that the world would stop, so I could tell you that the view is divine. Yeah, the truth is I miss you when I'm fine. I miss you when the music's good. I miss you when I'm understood. I miss you when I see the light. I miss you when my future's bright. My happiness is just a frame that's empty without your name. I'd trade the smile just to feel you near. I'd trade the laughter for a single tear. Wishing that the world would stop, so I could tell you that the view is divine. Yeah, the truth is I miss you when I'm fine. I don't miss you when I'm breaking. I miss you when I'm healing. I miss you when I'm fine. I really miss you when I'm fine. The credits rolled, the screen went black, but I was sitting in the back, waiting for a bonus scene, some hidden ending to the dream. You were already in the car. You're driving fast and driving far, while I was sweeping up the floor and locking up the broken door. I stayed too long at the table when you had nothing left to serve. I tried to find a little love in the silence and the curve. I should have walked away in June when you started humming a different tune, but I was scared to be wrong, so I stayed. Yeah, I stayed too long. I saw the dust collect on us. I saw the rust upon the truss, but I polished every single crack, trying to bring the magic back. You gave me every sign to go. You turned your heart down strictly low, but I played house inside the cold, doing exactly what I was told. I stayed too long at the table when you had nothing left to serve. I tried to find a little love in the silence and the curve. I should've walked away in June when you started humming a different tune, but I was scared to be wrong, so I stayed. Yeah, I stayed too long. They say that love is fighting for the prize, but I was fighting for the look in your eyes that hasn't been there for a year or two. I was in love with the memory of you, not the person standing in the hall who didn't care if I should fly or fall. Nothing left to serve. I tried to find a little love in the silence and the curve. I should've walked away in June when you started humming a different tune, but I was scared to be wrong, so I stayed. Yeah, I stayed too long. The party's over, the lights are out, and I'm the only one left in this house. I stayed too long. Fade out on the sound of a door clicking shut. Of a door clicking shut. Fade out on the sound of a door clicking shut. Fade out on the sound of a door clicking shut. I read the books and I took the quiz, trying to figure out just what this is. You wanted space and I gave you a map. I tried to bridge every single gap. I cooked the meals and I bought the clothes. I memorized every one of your poses. I didn't know how to just let it be. I thought drowning you was saving the week. They asked me how I showed I cared. I pointed to the soul that I stripped bare, 'cause my love language was overthinking every word you said, overanalyzing the silence in bed, overcompensating for the love you lacked, overreacting till the mirror cracked. I gave too much, I pushed too hard, I pulled you closer. Yeah, my love language was over, and now it's just over. I fill the room up with nervous noise. You were a statue losing your poise. I apologize for the rain outside. I try to control the turning tide. If I just loved harder, if I just did more, then maybe you wouldn't walk out the door. But a fire that burns too hot and too fast is a fire that is never built to last. 'Cause my love language was overthinking every word you said, overanalyzing the silence in bed, overcompensating for the love you lacked, overreacting till the mirror cracked. I gave too much, I pushed too hard, I pulled you closer. Yeah, my love language was over, and now it's just over. I didn't learn how to love in moderation. I turned my heart into a desperate station, broadcasting signals that you couldn't receive, begging for something that I could believe. I realized too late as I watched you depart. But too much is the thing that breaks a heart. My love language was overthinking every word you said, overanalyzing the silence in bed, overcompensating for the love you lacked, overreacting till the mirror cracked. I gave too much, I pushed too hard, I pulled you closer. Yeah, my love language was over, and now it's just over.
I don't leave the porch light on at night. I don't check my phone for the screen to light. I don't turn my head when a car drives by. I don't look for answers in the gray sky. I know where you are and I know where I stand. There's no unexpected twist carefully planned. The book is closed, the story is read, and now I'm just living with the things we said. 'Cause I miss you without hope. There's no rope to climb, no way to cope. There's no maybe someday, there's no wait and see. There's no path that leads you back to me. It's a hollow ache, it's a silent prayer thrown into the middle of the empty air. I'm not waiting for a miracle, I'm not looking for a rope. I just miss you without hope. Hope is a cruel thing, it keeps you awake. It promises a bend in a road that will break. So I killed it gently, I put it to sleep. I buried the secrets that we used to keep. Now I'm just walking in a straight flat line, resigned to the fact that you'll never be mine. It's a quieter sadness, it's a duller pain, like standing in the center of a freezing rain. Yeah, I miss you without hope. There's no rope to climb, no way to cope. There's no maybe someday, there's no wait and see. There's no path that leads you back to me. It's a it's a silent prayer thrown into the middle of the empty air. I'm not waiting for a miracle, I'm not looking for a road. I just miss you without hope. They say that love needs a future to survive, that you need a spark to keep the fire alive. But I'm burning a candle at an empty shrine, loving a ghost that I know isn't mine. It's pure and it's tragic, and it's painfully true. There is nothing left except for missing you. There's no rope to climb, no way to cope. There's no maybe someday, there's no wait and see. There's no path that leads you back to me. It's a hollow ache, it's a silent prayer thrown into the middle of the empty air. I'm not waiting for a miracle, I'm not looking for a road. I just miss you without hope. No hope, just love and the silence. I miss you without hope. I swept the leaves off of the porch today, thought I'd finally clear the mess away. I packed your winter coat in a cardboard box, changed the combination on the locks. I told myself the season finally turned. I swept the ashes of the bridge we burned, but then I saw a shadow on the wall and realized I haven't moved at all. It's a perennial goodbye. It blooms again beneath the gray sky. Just when I think the roots have finally died, the ghost of you is standing by my side. I lose you in the winter, I'm on you in the spring. It's the cruelest song that I will ever sing. No matter how hard I try to cut the tie, we're stuck. A perennial goodbye. Oh, they say that time is supposed to heal the wound, that I should be dancing to a different tune. But grief is just a seed inside the dirt, waiting for the rain to bring the hurt. I walk the garden where we used to grow. Now it's just a monument to what I know, that loving you was easy, wild and deep, but forgetting you's a promise I can't keep. It's a perennial, it blooms again beneath the gray sky. Just when I think the roots have finally died, the ghost of you is standing by my side. I lose you in the winter, I'm on you in the spring. It's the cruelest song that I will ever sing. No matter how hard I try to cut the tie, we're stuck. A perennial goodbye. Can it be a one-time thing, a shattering crash, a broken ring? Why does it have to be a slow decay, losing you a little more every single day? It grows in the silence, it climbs up the stone, it wraps around my heart until I'm skin and bone.
It's a perennial goodbye. It blooms again beneath the gray. It blooms again beneath the gray sky. The roots have finally died. The thoughts of you are standing by my side. I lose you in the winter. I'm on you in the spring. Oh, I'm on you in the spring. That I will ever sing. No matter how hard I try to cut the tie, we're stuck. A perennial it blooms again, it hurts again, the same old goodbye. Over and over, perennial.
We bought that bottle of cheap red wine, drank it down by the county line. We didn't have a dollar to our names, but we had fire and we had flames. You told me secrets you kept inside. We laughed until we almost cried. The world was heavy, but we were light, floating through the middle of the night. Remember when we were invincible? Remember when love was simple? Before the walls came up, before the cold set in, before we learned how to lose and how to sin. Close your eyes and go back then to the way we were. Remember when I found a ticket in my winter coat from that movie where we missed the boat. 'Cause we were talking in the parking lot about the mansion and the yacht we'd bought in our daydreams. We were royalty, just you and me, and loyalty. Now the silence sits in the passenger seat, and I'm just staring at the concrete. Remember when we were invincible? Remember when love was simple? Before the walls came up, before the cold set in, before we learned how to and how to sin. Do you ever close your eyes and go back then to the way we were? Remember when they say don't live inside the past, but the good things, they move too fast. Now I'm sifting through the wreckage here, trying to make the smoke clear. Was it something I said? Was it something I missed? How did we go from that first kiss to this?
Remember when? I remember the rain, I remember
The room went quiet when I walked inside. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. My friends are staring at the coffee table, trying to find a story or a fable to cover up the secret that they know. But the writing is already on the show. I see the pity hanging in the air, and the silence is too loud for me to bear. So look me in the eye and tell me it's a lie. Tell me that they're crazy. Tell me that they're wrong. Tell me I'm the only one that you've loved all along. Make up a story, I don't care if it's fake. Give me a promise that you don't intend to break. I'm not ready for the truth, I'm not ready for goodbye. So baby, please, just tell me it's a lie. I'm searching for a flicker in your face, a sign that we are still in the same place. But you're looking at the pattern on the rug, like you're digging us a grave that you just dug. You aren't shouting, you aren't fighting back, and that's the thing that's turning my world black. 'Cause if you love me, you would rage and scream, you wouldn't let this end like a bad dream. So look me in the eye and tell me it's a lie. Tell me that they're crazy. Tell me that they're wrong. Tell me I'm the only one that you've loved all along. Make up a story, I don't care if it's fake. Give me a promise that you don't intend to break. I'm not ready for the truth, I'm not ready for goodbye. So baby, please, just tell me it's a lie. I know the truth is sharp, I know the truth is cold, I know the truth is something I don't wanna hold. I'd rather live inside a broken fantasy than face the wreckage of our reality. Just give me one more minute of the past before the glass begins to crack and smash. Just look me in the eye and tell me it's a lie. Tell me that they're crazy. Tell me that they're wrong. Tell me I'm the only one that you loved all along. Make up a story, I don't care if it's fake. Give me a promise that you don't intend to break. I'm not ready for the truth, I'm not ready for goodbye. So baby, please, just tell me it's a lie. Just say it isn't true, even if you don't mean it. Just say, yeah, tell me it's a lie. The street lights flicker on the ceiling fan. I'm watching shadows dancing like we used to dance. The second hand is heavy, made of lead. It's dragging anchors round inside my head. I check the time at 2 and then at 3. It feels like eternity is mocking me. The world is sleeping soundly, unaware that I'm still drowning in this empty air. They say the morning always comes, but I don't see the sun. I'm trapped inside the hours in between the nightmare and the dream. The daylight lets me hide the truth, but darkness calls for you, and I'm just trying to survive. kill the sound, 'cause silence weighs 100,000 pounds. I reach across the sheets out of habit, trying to find a ghost, trying to grab it, but all I hold is cotton cold and gray. I'm begging for the mercy of the dead, but time has stopped, the clock is on the wall, just watching as I stumble and I fall. They say the morning always comes, but I don't see the sun. I'm trapped inside the hours in between the nightmare and the dream. The daylight lets me hide the truth, but darkness calls for you, and I'm just trying to survive. The long night. My mind is a projector, playing scenes of every fight and all the in-betweens. I'm analyzing every word you said while spinning in this hurricane in bed. Is this what forever feels like now? Just waiting for the dawn to break the vow. They say the morning always comes, but I don't see the sun. I'm trapped inside the hours in between the nightmare and the dream. The daylight lets me hide the truth, but darkness calls for you, and I'm just trying, it's rising, but I'm still in the dark. Just me and the shadows. It's been such a long night. I learned how to walk on a floor made of glass. I learned how to let every bad moment pass. I bit on my tongue till the taste was like rust. I turned all your lies into diamonds and trust. I saw the red flags, but I painted them white. I convinced myself that we'd make it alright. If I could just be strong, if I could just take one more little crack before I finally break. 'Cause I stayed through the rain, and I stayed through the cold. I stayed when the story was getting too old. I swallowed the poison and called it a cure. I stayed when nothing about us was sure. The world told me I held up the roof while it buckled and strained. Yeah, I loved you enough to go insane. I stayed through the pain. I apologize for things that I didn't do, just to keep the peace and get closer to you. I dried my own tears on the sleeve of my shirt. I built us a home inside of the hurt. You treated my heart like a stone on the street, but I was still worshiping right at your feet. I thought if I bled, then you'd finally see just how much you actually mattered to me. 'Cause I stayed through the rain, and I stayed through the cold. I stayed when the story was same. I stayed through the pain. I thought that love was a test of my will, that if I stood steady while you went for the kill, that I'd earn a trophy, I'd earn a prize, I'd earn a soft look in your beautiful eyes. But endurance is not the same thing as love, and I was just fighting a war for a dove that flew away while I stayed through the pain. The city screams outside my window pane. I watch the cars collide with falling rain, but I'm behind a glass that's thick and cold, watching a silent movie unfold. The siren wails, but I don't hear a thing. I'm cut just like a puppet on a string. The sensory overload has turned to gray since you turned around and walked away. I put the world on mute today. I didn't have the strength to hear them say that it gets better or time will heal. I'm just too numb to know what's real. The birds are singing, the traffic roars, but silence echoes behind these doors. I'm watching life from a distant route since I put the world on mute. My friends are talking, lips are moving fast, asking me how long this pain will last. I nod my head and try to fake a smile, but I haven't heard a word in quite a while. It's like I'm swimming underwater deep, with secrets and a heavy shadow sleep. The frequency is gone, the signal died. The moment that you left me on the side, I put the world on you today. I didn't have the strength to hear them say that it gets better or time will heal. I'm just too numb to know what's real. The birds are singing, the traffic roars, but silence echoes behind these doors. I'm watching life from a distant route since I put the world on mute. I used to love the music, love the noise, the chaos and the laughter and the joys, but now the melody just hurts my ears. It sounds like crashing glass and falling tears. So I turn the dial down, I turn it all the way down to zero. I put the world on mute today. I didn't have the strength to hear them say that it gets better or time will heal. I'm just too numb to know what's real. The birds are singing, the traffic roars, but silence echoes behind these watching light from a distant route since I put the world on you. Can't hear a thing, just the static in my head. Quiet now, so quiet. Oh, oh, oh. The sun is rising on my street, but you're still sleeping miles deep. I trace your face on a cold glass screen, a pixel ghost in the blue light gleam. I send a good morning to your past, a message meant to make it last, but it just hangs there, read alone. A little seed that never found its stone. We're living in time zones of the heart. Always a sunrise where I'm falling apart while you're in the dust, turning out the light on what we had on our last good night. I'm chasing the day you left behind in this lonely losing race with the time. Oh, we're just time zones of the heart, forever apart, forever far apart, forever. I hear you laugh in a crowded room at 3 a.m. in the empty gloom. My I miss you is a desperate plea that lands as just a history. You're calling when I'm trying to forget, a ghost of a voice I haven't lost yet, saying you're okay and the world is fine while I'm drowning in this vintage wine. We're living in time zones of the heart. Always a sunrise where I'm falling apart while you're in the dust, turning out the light on what we had on our last good night. I'm chasing the day you left behind in this lonely losing race with the time. Oh, we're just time zones of the heart, forever forever apart. I calculate the hours, the distance, the years, but the only math that matters is the sum of my tears. Cause my love is a present tense, a constant aching now, while yours is a past tense chapter. I don't know how to close the book, to set the clock, to finally be in sync. I'm just stranded on the shore of what I desperately think could have been, if only the world had spun a little slower. We're living in time zones of the heart. Always a sunrise where I'm falling apart while you're in the dust, turning out the light on what we had on our last good night. I'm chasing a day you left behind in this lonely losing race with the time. Oh, we're just time zones, broken parts, forever worlds, forever apart. So I watch the moon you're standing under and wait for the quiet, for the coming thunder of silence that finally finds us both the same. Just two lonely hearts with no one else to blame but the spin of the world and the fault in the charts. How we're just time zones of the heart. For this song I focused on that specific cruel moment in the morning, the first few seconds after you wake up where you forget they are gone, followed by the crushing realization of reality. It works well as a piano ballad that starts soft and builds in intensity, slow build intention style. Oh, side by my sitting in the dark, safe inside the memory of your spark. I reached my hand across the tangled sheet, expecting that our fingers were gonna meet, but the coldness on the pillow by my head reminds me of the words we finally said. I was flying, I was soaring, I was high, I was living in a world without goodbye. You were holding me and whispering my name, and nothing about us had ever changed, but the sunlight burns the fantasy away and leaves me with the wreckage of the day. It's the hardest thing I'll ever have to do, waking from the dream of me and you. I try to close my eyes and go back and trace the map of freckles on your skin, rewind the tape to where we got it right, before the silence swallowed up the light. But the clock is ticking loudly on the wall, demanding that I rise and stand up tall. It doesn't care that I am incomplete, it drags me out to face the busy street. Oh, I was flying, I was soaring, I was high, I was living in a world without goodbye. You were holding me and whispering my name, and nothing about us had ever changed, but the sunlight burns the fantasy away and leaves me with the wreckage of the day. It's the hardest thing I'll ever have to do, waking from the dream of me and you. They say that nightmares happen when you sleep, when shadows rise from secrets that you keep, but my nightmare starts the moment that I wake with every single breath I have to take. Without you here, without you here, oh, 'cause I was flying, I was soaring, I was high, I was living in a world without goodbye. You were holding me and whispering my name, and nothing about us had ever changed, but the sunlight burns the fantasy away and leaves me with the wreckage of the day. It's the hardest thing I'll ever have to do, waking from the dream of me. The dream is over, open your eyes. The dream is over. I just wanna go back to sleep. The clock on the hall is the only sound. I'm staring at my shoes on the hardwood floor. We said everything that can be said, there's no use in talking anymore. But my feet feel like they're made of lead, and the distance to the door looks like a mile. I'm trying to find the strength to lift my head and maybe fake a little away slowly. I won't make a sound, I won't slam the door, and I won't turn around if I rush. There's a moment I might fall apart. I need time to steady this beat in my heart. Don't tell me you love me, don't make me stay. Just let me walk away slowly. I can feel your eyes burning on my back. I'm waiting for your voice to call my name. Part of me is hoping that you will. Part of me knows it's a losing game. I'm counting every step, 1 to 10, memorizing the scent of the air. 'Cause I know I'll never be this close again to the life that we promised to share. So I walk that we promised to share. So I'll walk away slowly. I won't make a sound, I won't slam the door, and I won't turn around if I rush. There's a moment I might fall apart. I need time to steady this beat in my heart. Don't tell me you love me, don't make me stay. Just let me walk away slowly. It's like tearing a bandage off of a wound. They say do it fast and it hurts less, but I'd rather feel every second of pain than leave this all behind in a mess. I'm dragging the anchor, I'm fighting the tide, killing the hope that is living inside. Slowly, I won't make a sound, I won't slam the door, and I won't turn around if I rush. There's a moment I might fall apart. I need time to steady this beat in my heart. Don't tell me you love me, don't make me stay. Just let me walk away slowly. The floorboards creak beneath my feet, a thunderclap on a quiet street. I've packed the bags, I've cleared the shelf, I mostly kept it to myself. You're sitting there in the kitchen chair, pretending that you just don't care. But I see the shaking of your hand, like shifting tides on shifting sand. And the hardest part isn't saying goodbye, it's the step after that, beneath the open sky. It's the distance growing with every breath I take. It's the sound of a heart beginning to break. I'm moving forward, but I'm wishing I could stay. God, it hurts so much walking away. I pause a moment at the gate, wondering if it's all too late to turn around and drop the keys and fall back down upon my knees. But the silence from inside the house is louder than a scream right now. let the latch decide my fate. And the hardest part isn't saying goodbye. It's the step after that, beneath the open sky. It's the distance growing with every breath I take. It's the sound of a heart beginning to break. I'm moving forward, but I'm wishing I could stay. God, it hurts so much walking away. My shadow stretches down the lane, a lonely ghost in the pouring rain. Every inch feels like a mile. I haven't seen you crack a smile. If you had called my name just once, I would have crumbled, I was done. But the wind is the only thing that speaks, drying the tears upon my Yeah, the hardest part isn't saying goodbye. It's the step after that, beneath the open sky. It's the distance growing with every breath I take. It's the sound of a heart beginning to break. I'm moving forward, but I'm wishing I could stay. God, it hurts so much walking away. One foot in front of the other, don't look back, just keep moving. I'm walking away, I'm finally walking away. The prologue was perfect, the paper was white. We promised forever in the soft morning light. We outlined the future of houses and gold, a story of lovers who grew to be old. The ink was so fresh and the plot was so sweet. We thought that our novel was finally complete, but somewhere between the first page and the last, the future got tangled up inside the past. We had the pen in our hands all along, so tell me, my darling, where did we go wrong? We could have written a romance, a fairy tale bliss. Instead we decided to end it like this, with slammed doors and silence and hearts that are rending. Oh, look what we did. We wrote a sad ending. Chapter 2 was a distance that grew in the dark. Chapter 3 was the rain that put out the spark. I tried to rewrite it, I scratched out the lines, ignoring the warnings, ignoring the signs. But you can't use an eraser on permanent ink, and we stood on the edge and we watched it all sink. The characters changed and the villains appeared, and we became had the pen in our hands all along. So tell me, my darling, where did we go wrong? We could have written a romance, a fairy tale bliss. Instead we decided to end it like this, with slammed doors in silence and hearts that are rending. Oh, look what we did. We wrote a sad ending. We could have turned the page to forgiveness. We could have started a brand new draft, but we were too proud to change the narrative. And now we're just choking on the aftermath. The book is finished, the cover is closed, and this is a tragedy we compose. Yeah, we had the pen in our hands all along. So tell me, my darling, where did we go wrong? We could have written a romance, a fairy tale bliss. Instead we decided to end it like this, with slammed doors in silence and hearts that are rending. Oh, look what we did. We wrote a sad ending. Put the book on the shelf, let it gather the dust. A story of love that turned into rust. Yeah, we wrote a sad ending. The coffee cup is cold upon the stand. I'm tracing circles in the palm of my hand. We sat right here for hours yesterday, 1,000 things that we refused to say. I saw the question burning in your eyes. You saw the fear beneath my flimsy disguise. But we just let the clock upon the wall do all the talking for us after all. It wasn't the fighting that tore us apart. It wasn't the anger that broke my heart. It was the silent, heavy and deep, the secrets we promised that we'd always keep. The I'm sorry that died in the air, the I love you that vanished right there. We built a fortress, we made our own bed out of the words we never said. I should have told you that I was afraid, that I was drowning in the mess that we made. You should have told me that you needed more before you turned and walked right out the door. We acted strong, we acted like stone, but stone is just a lonely way to be alone. Now I'm screaming at the empty space, but I can't bring back the look on your face. It wasn't the fighting that tore us apart. It wasn't the anger that broke my heart. It was the silence, heavy and deep, the secrets we promised that we'd always keep. The I'm sorry that died in the air, the I love you that vanished right there. We built a fortress, we made our own bed out of the words we never said. If I could go back to the moment in time, I'd break the silence, I'd cross the line, I'd pour out my soul, I'd let caught in my throat. Just a letter that I never wrote.